On receiving assistance from the AA and Kwik Fit for a flat tire in Scotland in July 2019. Today is Thursday, 9 October 2025, and here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, share what it was like receiving assistance from the AA and Kwik Fit in Scotland in July 2019 when I got a flat tire on my rental car as a female solo traveler on a heritage travel trip. I've talked about this a few times, and I'm just like, I'll do a standalone video on this one. And so it was day one. I got the rental car. So I arrived in Scotland on one day, and the next day I went and got my rental car. And I hadn't driven on the left side of the road before, and I had learned to drive stick shift, but it hadn't, like, I didn't have my own stick shift or anything like that growing up, so it was just like I had practiced on a few vehicles, and it was a stick shift. I was driving down the highway heading into Aberdeen, and the tire hit a curb, and the pressure sensors on the vehicle was like flat tire, and so I turn off the road and into this parking lot of this shopping kind of plaza, and they had given me, when I rented the car, it was a good old gasoline Ford Fiesta. They had given me a sheet of paper to call if I had problems. So I called I called the sheet through the rental company, and they called the AA, which I was like, I guess if it was like the is like A, then it's like AAA, but it's not AAA. AAA is the United States of America thing. It was the AA. It's a Scotland, Great Britain, kind of United Kingdom kind of thing. And so they sent somebody out, and then they put a different tire. They switched the tire for different tire or something like that. And then I drove my vehicle behind their vehicle to a Kwik Fit, which is a garage, a chain of garage, like car repair garage, vehicle repair garages in Scotland. And they took me to, well, they led, and I followed to this Kwik Fit, and it was a Kwik Fit Plus, meaning it was open on Sundays, because I was driving on a Saturday. And so I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness the garage is open on Sunday. So we took it there and parked it in the parking lot, and then the guy drove me to the Brig Inn, which is where I was staying, which was not too far. I ended up walking to the garage the following day to get my car checked in, the rental car checked in, and it was the first time I had bought a tire. And so I did a bunch of walking that day to getting it checked in, and then taking it back. I was like, I'm just going to continue on walking on foot. So I ended up walking over 10 miles that day. And because I got a flat tire, I was going to walk anyway, but there was more of an emphasis put on it because there was legitimate need. My car was in the garage. So I had not anticipated going to the garage, the car garage, when I went to Scotland. And it was a heritage travel trip, and I was so fortunate. It was open on Sundays, and I was so fortunate they were able to repair it quickly so that I didn't have to change any of my lodgings or bookings or anything like that. And everybody was helpful and clear and professional in communication. I had zero complaints. It was just I'm in Scotland, and I'm part Scottish by ancestral origins. What I feel is this Scottish luck. Got to work through it, but when working through it, the Scottish luck awards perseverance. It's maybe that's me and my soulmate. If we live here someday, the downstairs space that used to be a TV room, maybe my soulmate and I turn it into a shared infirmary for the critters and I, and a laboratory for inanimate matter. And I was like, maybe that becomes a sanctuary where we get to work through our Scottish asking for help. We get to provide that Scottish luck to our own inanimate matter and animate matter family. So anyway, It was a learning experience. It was a growth experience. And it was a I am so grateful, thankful, and lucky experience. So I was on receiving assistance from the AA and Kwik Fit for a flat tire in Scotland in July 2019.